On this episode of The Roadhouse, a little story about Grease, the movie, John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John, and a BB gun made by Daisy. Check it out. See what you think. All right, I just went through Tennessee and now I'm in Kentucky. It's 7:38 p.m. here. Yeah, the sun's going down, so I wanted to say a little bit. So, I was talking to my buddy James and trying to think of some other parts of my life to tell you. So, I got off the phone and I started thinking where I left off. So to keep it in the same age, right around 12 years old, my dad bought me a Daisy BB gun, a rifle. It's kind of cool. So when I would get out of school, we would go by this old dude's house. Guy looked like he was in his late 60s, 70s. But he was always like staggering, like he was wasted. And I remember his wife, she was like hunched over and had a real big nose. And I don't know, she kind of reminded me of like a cartoon witch. Oh, they were really weird people. But when we would get out of school, we'd ride by across the street from their house. This dude would come out of his house and throw glass bottles at us. It was like glass bottles, bam, 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 all around our bike. So I had that BB gun, and I was talking to my buddy. I'm like, next time that dude freaking walks by the house, I'm gonna pop him in his butt. So we got up on top of the roof of the house where I was living. This was on Ibbotson in Bellflower. Anyways, shout out to Jill, Kim, Tammy, and Philip, if you guys are watching. Anyway, so I got up on the roof and man, I got all lined up and that dude walked by a little bit and I popped him in his butt. He dropped his bag full of booze and he started hopping around on one leg and swatting like I guess he thought he got stung by a bee. Oh my gosh, man. We had to get off the roof and go down in the backyard. We were about ready to lose it. We were laughing so hard. Anyways, it didn't stop him. A few days later, started throwing bottles at us again. I mean, it wasn't just myself or my buddy. He would throw it at everybody. He was just a weird dude. I guess he was just lit, like drunk or something. I don't know. But, so that weekend, we pooped in a paper bag and went to his door, lit it on fire, as a paper bag, brown paper bag with poop, lit it on fire, pounded on his door, and then we hid across the street in this bush, and we're watching. He's out there stomping on it, and then he realized it was poop. Yeah, that was hilarious, man. But yeah, that guy was so freaking mean. Maybe it's because of us, but I don't remember ever doing anything prior. Oh, I know my window's really dirty. I apologize. I don't really remember doing anything prior to him throwing those bottles. After he threw the bottles, that's when we're just like, we got to get this dude back. So yeah, that was right around the same time. That was right before I got burnt. Because my mom and dad separated. And my dad moved to Maywood. That was over by Mobile. Mobile was in Vernon, California. And then my dad moved, it was about a couple miles, 3 miles away in Maywood. And then my mom and I, were the only ones left in that house. And she couldn't afford the rent. So we moved around the corner to on Ramona. That's where I blew the car up over there. But yeah, it was some crazy times. I remember when they built Burger King. It was something really cool. Everybody back in the day. I mean, these Whoppers, they used to be Whoppers, you know, like a real cheeseburger. You get them nowadays, they're all like little tiny, like, I don't know why they call it a Whopper. It's more of a whatever. But yeah, they built the Burger King, so that was really cool coming in the neighborhood. Jill, the people I told you lived across the street with Kim and her little brother Philip, and the sister was Tammy. Anyways, in those days, Grease with Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta, that was the big movie. I think I saw that movie probably 10 times in the theater. It was just, yeah, everybody loved Grease. And I used to sing with Jill, Summer Lovin'. Yeah, I used to know the words to it, but all I remember is I'd put my collar up like John Travolta and turn around. Like, oh, sing. Anyway, so it was pretty fun. What else went on in those times? I'm trying to remember before I start moving on to a different year. So, when I moved to Ramona, that's where my dad bought my first car. It was a 1968 Camaro. Can't remember really what year it was because I got my license early. My dad, he taught me how to drive literally when I was like 8, 9 years old. He would put down a couple and he would jump in the passenger seat and I would jump in behind the wheel, and we would drive from Maywood to Arkansas. And I was just like loving it, man. I felt like an adult. So I ended up getting my license when I turned 14 in Louisiana. My brother Kenny Ray, the one I told you committed suicide, he was stationed there. But yeah, it was illegal to get your driver's license in Louisiana, and we used my brother's address. So yeah, I got my license early, which was really cool. But yeah, I had that 68 Camaro, and I had that for a few years. Because I remember I drove it to Timely Temporary Service. That's where I got the job at Mobile. And yeah, that was a cool car, man. And I traded it in on a Toyota truck, an SR5 black truck. And my dad was pissed. Man, he was mad. Couldn't believe I traded that Camaro in on a Toyota. But I was happy. It was my brand new car. I was like, wow. It was a cool truck too. Had electric windows, and like I said, it was an SR5, and I think that was like not top of the line, but I think it was pretty well up there, what I remember. But yeah, I ended up putting rims on it, and I got a snug top camper shell, and we go cruising down Whittier Boulevard. We go up to Hollywood. That was a blast. Good times. But yeah, that movie Grease, though. I still like that movie. Even when I watch it today, it just brings back really good memories. I just like the music, and Olivia Newton-John. I thought she was just beautiful. And John Travolta, he was cool. That was a good movie. But anyways, it's getting dark out here, and I'm going to stop here. I got 18 miles. I got to get fuel. And yeah, that's what I got for today on the old Raymond Riggs life. Hope you guys enjoy. And like I always try to say is, I hope I gave you guys some hope, some entertainment. And You know, like I say, keep your head up, shoulders back, chest out, be proud. All right, guys, until tomorrow, have a good one. See ya.